Good. So we're having then the last counterbalance. The last counterbalance that we have is what we call in the dantian, in the center, in the belly. Tai Chi, center of gravity and balance, is what we call the dantian, the abdomen, the guts. And there's like a ball of energy here. This is our reserve of energy. Every movement deals with expressing the energy from the center, from the belly. No matter what I do, it comes from the belly. If I wanted to go and turn and grab something over to my left side, it would be the belly that would be doing the action, and the hand is only supporting the idea of the belly. The mind, the mind gets the idea, I need to grab this thing over here. The mind says, I need to grab it. It sends this message to the center, and then the center then does the movement, and everything else follows that. So every time of every movement, the center is going to do something. In this case, as the energy is coming up and out, the center wants to be supporting this movement and balancing it. So what the center is going to, I want the power to be going here. So the center of my body is going to be pressing the energy up and out. So in the belly, what I'm feeling is there's this round ball of energy that's revolving and slightly turning upward. It's revolving to this direction to support this side of the body advancing. At the same time, since the energy is rising, it's sort of moving up like a wave. You see, it's like a wave comes like this, and the belly does the same thing. So it's going revolving like so. So as this movement happens, the belly is making it happen, revolving and turning, and the arm is only expressing what's happening inside the belly. Now, this seems so complicated, doesn't it, on some level? I mean, there are so many things that we're we're doing. And that's why we practice so slowly, to try and organize all of these things, to feel all these counterbalances, to feel this. In the beginning, we only usually work on the form. You know, the hand goes up here, the elbow bends, the palm pushes down, you shift the weight here, open up. Then we work on the application, understanding why. And then we have all of these internal Dui laws that we're trying to put together. But you can't, it's so difficult. It takes years to be able to identify, to feel, to work with these. And this is only one movement. In the Tai Chi Yang style long form, 108 movements. But if we can understand how and why, we can master it. It's just a matter of practicing. The mind can grasp how to do this. Then, once you've practiced and you've understand it, you don't have to think about it anymore. It's just like you learn how to ride a bicycle. Oh my God, you know, you've got to try and pedal, you think you got to steer here, you have to stay on this thing. You know, but once you understand how to do it, you just get on there, and now you can ride down, and you can do tricks and jumps and flips, and you can, you know, look and be smoking, talking on the cigarette, and eating at the same time. So with Tai Chi, we spend years understanding and figuring out all this stuff, and then we just make natural movement. Because any athlete, anybody who can naturally do an action, if they do it well, all these things are in it. They might not look in. Maybe Michael Jordan or you know, Barry Bonds or some of these Tiger Woods, they don't look at it in these terms. Maybe they do. They just do it because they're good at it. And so, we can create excellence by breaking it down. Okay, so we want to understand it's going to be a little different if we absorb energy than if we just let it go. The breath is going to be different. And all these internals are important. So if we think about this first movement, so let's Rex and I can do this together. So let's just both do this movement. And see if you can get a grasp as you watch this being done, if you can kind of see this stuff happening inside. Yeah? Okay. So we'll just do ward off, right? So as we shift down and the hand comes up, okay, the energy moves to this lower left-hand side to counterbalance. This is soft. This is firm. Yin and yang. Okay? Then, as we neutralize, as the energy moves over into this foot, this side, as the right side retreats, the left side advances. As this becomes softer, this becomes firmer. The left side becomes firmer, as the right hand becomes softer. Then, as we step, the palm turns down. Yeah, now here, so that step, now as he goes to step, you see very easy as he goes to step to lose your balance. And you'll see particularly beginners when they go to step is do this. You see? But according to the Tai Chi principles, we want to stay upright, do not bend backward. So, what's going to help this is this palm, you see, okay, come back here a second. When he punched in, I joined. Now, when I stepped, I pulled a little. I pulled a little to throw him off balance at the same time I set up my situation. If I pull first and then step, he has a chance to recover and the timing is not right. It has to be the step and pull have to happen together. So it just so happens that pull is the counterbalance for this. Okay, good. Okay, so we'll go back again. So most of our attention is in the belly. Okay, so so ward off left. As the right hand opens, the left hand, the energy comes to the back and down to the left side. Good. Then, as we shift, the right side empties, the dantian is turning, the center is turning this way. That's another thing. So another thing to keep me from going too far this way is the belly. The dantian's energy is coming over to counterbalance. Then we turn the palm over and slight pull as we step. And finally, as we move forward, we're using the right hand pressing down, the left hand is revolving, the energy is pressing slightly down and back in the low back. The dantian is revolving, turning and moving counterclockwise and slightly revolving upward.